You're this person, one of these three people, or you're Margaret. I'd even be Angie or Amanda. It'd be the numerous amount of other people that commented on that video. I would y'all post a video on whatever recipe you all wanted the most. My cornbread recipe is coming next. But right here, right now, I'm gonna show y'all how to make my famous Appalachian soup beans. This is how it's been made in my family for years and years and years. And I promise you, they are hard to beat. The things that I do differently that everybody else might not do are, I cook the gas out of my beans. Now, hear me out. It's Monday. It is 9:12 at night. I'm going to put my beans on now. We will eat them about 6 o'clock tomorrow. Anybody in the world that has ate my beans, you know that they are very good. On top of that, I don't add a whole lot of seasonings to my beans because I put meat in there and that gives it a lot of the flavor. Let's get started. I want to be very clear. These right here are not pinto beans, but we're going to cook them the exact same way we would pinto beans. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put however many beans that we want. I'm going to take them to the water. I'm going to do like this the whole time until I feel like the outsides of these beans are good and clean. Now my beans are good and washed. I did not find any rocks, but I did find some that just looked a little weird, and I always take those out. So what I'm going to do is here I got my crock pot dish right here. I'm going to put my beans right down in here. And when I do that, I'm going to give it one good look over. Too many rocks in your beans, and you put that in your mouth, it's going to break your teeth. Now I'm just making enough to cover my dish. If you want to make more of that, it's totally fine. The thing that I'm going to do is I got me a big cup right here. I got this chicken bouillon. Chicken bouillon is in my cup. I'm going to pour these right over the beans. I'm going to get me a separate pot. I'm going to put it on the stove and I'm going to bring it to a boil. Plain water. Slice me a onion. I'm going to start putting that down into my pan here. We got our beans, we got our chicken broth water, and we got our onion in here. Before our pot of water gets going, we're going to add some onion powder. Onion powder is very good in soup beans. We're going to add onion powder, a little adobo, Italian seasoning, and ground ginger. Garlic powder, and that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Add salt, and you're gonna add pepper when you are able to taste it and see what it needs. But I love my down pepper. Got onion in it, beans in it. This thing, I have some bean meat. You butcher your own animal, which this is a hog. They put them in just packets and they label them however you want. I told them to label this bean meat. So this right here is basically just salt cured ham in chunks. That's basically all it is. But it's fatty and it'll bring our beans a lot of flavor. I highly suggest, if you don't have any salt pork or anything, at least use some bacon in your soup beans. That is an absolute necessity. We've got boiling water we're going to add right onto this pan right here. This brand right here, it's Hearst. It is the best white beans you can find. These are the non-negotiables for my bean cooking. I'm starting them tonight. We're eating them tomorrow night. We are only adding boiling water. Do not add plain water to your beans because the water's going to cook down throughout the night and the day before you're able to eat them. So when you're adding water, make sure it's boiling. That's a trick from my daddy. You seen how much beans I had in here? This is how much water I'm starting out with. We are going to cook the gas out of them. We're only going to add boiling water, and we're going to make sure to have some kind of salty meat, whether it's bacon or anything else. So I'm here. It is bright and early in the morning, and I'm going to show you all how it's cooked down and how I add water. Here is the beans, and you know that water was all the way up here if you don't remember. I've got some water boiling. Just going to pour it right in here. I hope you enjoyed. It was